Hello YouTube, my name is Scholastic and today we are going to be building a tier list on the FNAF games. Recently, if you haven't been living under a rock, the FNAF trailer has popped off, everyone's coming back to FNAF phase, so I thought might as well make a tier list of all the games that they have to offer. So, a tier list? On Classic's channel? What? So we have excellent, good, okay, bad, and garbage. I've never done tier lists on the channel, so let's see how this is gonna go. So we have the games here, so we're gonna be ranking them. So we have the first FNAF game. It was okay. It had good secrets in the game. It was very fun at the time. That was the first game that ever came to the series. It was one of my personal favorites. Had good jump scares, good mechanics of the game. I think this one going good. I feel like it needed a little bit more, but at the time it was 2014, so it's still good. Next we have FNAF 2. This one, another one of my favorites. This was the game where they had 0 doors at all, and instead of having a limited power, you had the flashlight, which honestly improved a lot. Yet again, there was a lot of animatronics, but this game was good. It had the mini games also. That's the point when they started the mini games and finding out more secrets. So I'm gonna put this at excellent. Next we have FNAF 3. FNAF 3, okay, not the best, not the worst. This one had I believe this one had more secrets than the second one and the first one. Yet again, it felt, after the third night, it felt boring. It's just, this one, I'm gonna just say it's okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Again, it only had one real animatronic, which is pretty much Springtrap. That was about it. FNAF 4, my worst enemy. FNAF 4, I've only played, well, I can't say exactly a lot of it, but I've only played a little bit of this. Couldn't beat the first night, but I played a little bit of this one. The mechanics aren't there with the hearing. You have to be left and right, hearing the sounds on both headphones, making sure that they leave, the footsteps, all the flashlights. To me, that kind of brought it down, because usually, like, it wasn't a game where you had to focus into the hearing. It was more of just like, where are they at, where are the cameras. That kind of dropped down for me. I'm gonna put it in bad. Next up, we have Sister Location. This was a game that improved a lot mechanically and story. Well, it did, and the story was alright, but this one was not like the other ones. It wasn't just stand in one place and look left and right, hearing the same phone call all the time. This was more of like, you go to a place and you like have to look for things rather than just sitting in one chair looking left and right. And this one had voice acting. This was the first game that had voice acting in it also. But this one was excellent. I'll put this one in excellent tier. This one deserves it. Pizza Simulator. This was a game that I thought was a joke. When I mean a joke, I mean like literally a joke. Because the first of it was just a mini game, and then you just jump straight into the action, which was different, but it did come up with a lot of secrets, a lot of more plot to the story. I'm gonna leave it at okay. Might have skipped some, but anyways, we have FNAF World. FNAF World, never played it much. Only one time in the car with one of my friends on the way to a theme park. That's about it. It was garbage. Next up, we got Custom Night. Custom Night just brought up every single animatronics from every single game, put them into one game, and then just started. They just threw them at you just like that. The same mechanics as the first game. You had the left and right doors, everything, yada yada. But as a game, I'd say it's bad because it's too repetitive. Just continue, but that's just my opinion. Then we got FNAF Help Wanted VR. This game I've never touched. I've seen people play on YouTube. I never touched it. This game looks awesome. Well, I wouldn't say feels awesome because I never played it, but looks awesome. Out of gameplays that I watched, it looked very cool to be first in VR, and it's playable now without VR, which was honestly pretty intense. Pretty good that they made that. But again, lots of secrets, lots of spooks. So I'm gonna leave this at the good tier. Then we have FNAF AR, or is it FNAF AR? No, well, FNAF AR and Special Delivery, same thing. But this game is different. This one uses your cell phone and you use your camera. So you have your cell phone and the camera, you move around, and you have to look for the static in between of those, and then once you see the static, just stand there, wait, and then tase them once they're there. But this one's a good one. It's not exactly as I expected, but it's good. So I'll leave it in the good tier. Then we have Freddy in Space. I've never messed with any of these games at all, so I couldn't exactly decide, but from what I've seen, I'm gonna put it in garbage. We have Security Breach. Garbage. No, not really. It wasn't garbage, but there was a lot of bugs. I'll tell you that. There's a lot of bugs, secret endings. It was a new type of game where instead of just like point and click, it was just 3D. Because nowadays 3D games are different, and some of them are bad, some of them are good. But anyways, this game, it was good, but if it weren't for the bugs and glitches that were an experiment, it would have been on the good tier. But I'm gonna leave it on the okay. Secure Beach, Fury's Rage, never heard of. This is the first time I ever hear about it. Picture looks interesting. I'm gonna just leave it in bad. And this one, I do not know what this is. I'm gonna just leave it in garbage. But yeah, here we have it. The tier list. We have FNAF 2 at excellent with sister location. On the good tier, we have FNAF 1, Help Wanted, AR, Special Delivery. In the okay, we have FNAF 3, Pizza Simulator, Security Breach. And the bad tier, we have FNAF 4, Ultimate Custom Night, and Security Breach, Fury's Rage. Garbage is FNAF World, Freddy in Space, and I don't know what this one is. Pop Goes Arcade. I've never heard of this one at all. That's why I put it in the garbage. But anyways, that was me ranking my tier list. I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe. That would actually help me a lot, making more of this. But yeah, that was it. That was me making a tier list, and I'll see you guys in the next one.